Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Local to Me. I am Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels of Lynchburg, America's Choice in Home Care.
And we
have got a spread today.
Oh, we have got a spread. We have got an exciting show. So we should do this every week. I would appreciate it. So if anyone's listening, we'll talk about that in a minute. But we are celebrating our 200th Talk Local to Me episode, right? I am so excited. You know, it doesn't even seem like it's been that long. It doesn't seem it's been that long ago since we did the 100th episode.
Right.
Which the 100th episode is the one, I think, where we were trying to name like all the different businesses that we had. We were kind of going through a bunch of the different members and businesses and things like that. But 200 episodes, I feel, is pretty good. Little local podcast.
I know,
we're
right?
Still rolling. We actually started, we had our very first episode, of Talk Local to Me on February 23rd, 2021.
Look out.
That was our very first episode.
2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Wow.
So, this is 4 years. So next year will be our 5th year on the air.
Wow.
And, you know, I was kind of in retrospect trying to look back to why we started the podcast and how we've grown from the first episode to, you know, where we are today.
Right.
And I actually went back and listened to the first episode yesterday.
Yeah. How was that?
It was different. So first of all, it's kind of nuts to listen to yourself, you know, and I normally don't go back and listen to the episodes because I just don't listen to myself. But
we don't either. It's fine.
I went, I know. So I went back because I was like, I just want to kind of hear like who did we chat with? Who were our first guests? Like what did we sound like? And you know, Diane Erb, who was our director of events at the time, she and I, you know, we talked with Woody about doing this podcast. I think it kind of stemmed from I was a guest on Brandon Brown's podcast
Cool Talk.
prior to, Cool Talk. And I was like, this would be such a great idea to do for local business owners to bring in and talk about local happenings and things going on. And
it's an idea that won't last.
Yeah.
We won't be celebrating 200 episodes.
Right.
Oh, wait.
5 episodes top.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. I really wasn't sure. I didn't know where we would go with it. And, you know, we chatted it over with Woody and he thought, hey, that sounds like a great idea. And, you know, he opted to let us have the mic for an hour. And that was one of the things Diane and I joked about. We were like, who decided to give us a microphone? Like, what's going on? And, yeah, it was a really good. Our first guests were actually Brandon. We had Brandon Brown on.
Oh, good.
He came on and talked with us. And then D.W. Lawhorn, who was the director of public works for the town of Bedford at the time. Yeah. And we've had him on a couple of episodes, but they were our very first guests. And I thought the episode it went really well, but it was really different compared to, I went and listened to some clips of previous episodes.
Right.
Just the flow and, to be honest, how much better I sound. I'm more comfortable with doing the podcast and talking to people. And the first, episode, it was kind of like, what are we going to talk about? And you can kind of hear
we don't know what to say.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about. We're just
like, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah, exactly. So, and then also, Woody and I were chatting, like just the technicality, like the technical piece, because Woody has grown this studio so much in the last 4 years.
So I saw a Facebook memory from 2 years ago when I started hosting, co-hosting, and the microphones were huge, and it was a dark studio, and the picture, it wasn't very flattering, mainly because I was in it. But it's very different now. Like there's a lot more, there have been a lot of upgrades, not just in microphones and the sound quality and but the lighting and the signs that are up, and even the name has changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You realize that?
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So we are older than Benny.
You are.
We are.
Oh, wow.
So
that's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, even the table size changes every now and then. Like when we first started, it was this little teeny table.
Right.
That's no joke.
And little table, big mics.
Yep.
Right. What'd you call
Next
me?
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a lot of
rug is
upgrades.
still the same, though.
And
the table got bigger, but the rug stayed the same.
the rug is still
If
here.
you've heard us talk about the rug on previous episodes, you know what we're talking about.
It did not go.
We constantly try to scoot up to the table and the rug gets in the way. Yeah. So
sorry.
It's okay, Woody.
We're always improving. That might be on the list.
It might be.
Might be.
But I think that's a good thing to show. And I feel like we as a podcast try to improve. I kind of went back. We have interviewed over 300 guests in those 4 years. When you look at 2 guests an episode almost, we've had some repeat guests, but
all those guests, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to put everybody on the spot today. I'm going to put you on the spot in a minute, Woody.
Okay.
So out of all those guests, who is your favorite guest that you've had on?
Okay. Are we talking
just like favorite episode guest?
Local guest or celebrity guest?
Let's go for one of each.
Okay. Celebrity guest would have to hands down be Charles Eston. He was great. He was like, I could not believe he actually agreed to come on my little podcast and chat with me, being such a big, celebrity.
And then you got to go sit on the stage at a show.
I did. I got to go sit on the stage at a show. So that was definitely it was definitely my favorite celebrity.
Yeah.
As far as favorite local guests, I don't know. There have been a lot. I will say I enjoy speaking with Kaya Health. They're always very informative. And Dr. Anderson's always, really great to talk to.
All right. So that would be favorite business. Who's your favorite guest?
Guest.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
But that's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be different.
Could be, who's your favorite guest of all?
My favorite guest of all time, Mike Norfield, before he was.
Oh, look at that.
My co-host.
Look at that, Woody. She got it right.
Is that what I'm going for?
Yeah.
Mike Norfield as my co-host.
That's unexpected.
I just didn't see that coming.
Can't believe it.
The guest that came and never went.
The guest that came and never ever left.
Never ever left.
We sucked him in.
Yeah.
So
no, but you were talking about Dr. Anderson and Kaya Health. Like I think that was the most I learned the most in that's one of the podcasts where I learned the most, I think, was about like really understanding what they do and the difference that it can make and how to look at healthcare differently. And working in healthcare myself, like could really appreciate the quality product and business that they were bringing to the area. They were definitely filling a need.
The great thing is I don't really, I won't say that there is any number one guest or number one episode that we've ever had, because I learn a little nugget from every single guest we have, which is really the main point behind Talk Local to Me. It's about talking with local businesses. And while all of our, guests that have come on so far are members of the CVABC, and you think you know a lot about their business. Right. But because we have so many, you don't always know everything. And coming on the show is a good way to kind of dive in a little deeper and learn more. I think there's probably, I would say almost every guest that comes in, something that they say I didn't know before. Right. And it's good to have in your back pocket.
Or they bring a different perspective.
Right.
That you don't really even think about. I can't tell you the number of things that we've interviewed a guest and they talk about the way they run their business or the way that they interact with people, where they're not just the passion for what they do, but for helping people and things like that. And there have been several times that I've taken something back to the office and be like, hey, I had a guest on yesterday, because usually almost everybody has left the office by the time I get back. So going back and saying like, hey, yesterday on the podcast, we were talking about this. How could we implement something? How could we improve in this area here? And it has helped my business tremendously. I always tell people I feel like I have a cheat code because, well, you can learn a lot listening to this podcast and things like that. Being able to be sitting at the table and being able to ask questions of our guests of, like, well, what do you think about this? How would you guys handle this situation? Or things like that. Or tell me more about your business, and being able to ask whatever question pops into my head, and some of them are actually good questions and some are just like, Mike, why did you say that?
I think it's a good tie-in too, to talk about how like some of our guests do the same things. We have had multiple financial planners on here. We've had multiple in healthcare, multiple
heating and air,
different
plumbing,
areas,
electrical.
But kind of like you were saying, not everybody is the same. Not everybody does it, has the same products or does everything the exact same way. And being able to showcase what these individual companies do. Yeah. And we always talk about co-opetition. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it in just a second with all the treats we have here with us today, because we have a lot of sweet treats from various different vendors.
Yeah, I've got 2 plates of food sitting in front of me. Plus, we've got pictures that we're going to post on the social media.
This is ridiculous.
It's insane. It really is.
But it does give good insight. Being able to tune in to Talk Local to Me and listen to the various different businesses, whether you're hearing from 2 different financial planners back-to-back weeks or whatever. The point is we're getting their information out there, so then you as a consumer can make a choice. You can listen and say, hey, I feel like I had a great connection with that person just listening to what they say. Or, I feel like I understood better, what they were talking about when it came to this versus another business. And, we've even had other marketing people on here. And I mean, Woody does marketing.
Right.
Woody's just sitting over there in the production booth, just like, hey, I do that. But,
eating cookies.
Eating cookies. But, it's great to have them be able to come on and talk about their business. And that's what we want to continue to do, is be a voice and an outlet. Right. And I think that's why we started Talk Local to Me in the first place.
Right.
Was to be an outlet for businesses that they don't have the opportunity or the money to necessarily go do their own podcast or do things like that.
Right. And we've had businesses that have 1 employee all the way up to businesses that have like thousands of employees.
Right.
And I think the cool thing is like, especially today, like we get to kind of talk about businesses that aren't here. Mm-hmm. Have you tasted that sandwich yet, Woody?
Oh my gosh.
So the Happy Waffle.
Sorry, I cut my mic off.
They have a what is it? Turkey with like a strawberry jam.
Yes. So this is called the Happy
delicious.
Cristo.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I eat a Happy Cristo, and Jessica can tell you, probably once a week.
Really?
I pop into her store and get one of these. It is one of my hands down favorite sandwiches that anyone makes.
So good.
It's turkey with like a strawberry jam, and it's and cheese, and then it's pressed panini style with like a waffle maker.
Waffle. Yeah. So if you don't know anything about me, I'm
it's coated with powdered sugar.
Waffles. Shout out to Chick-fil-A the other day for helping us with our business after hours, business off the clock, excuse me. And we had Chick-fil-A chicken and waffles. I have a commercial waffle iron in my office because we're in healthcare. Why wouldn't we? Love the Waffle House, all that sort of thing. So like to walk in and see a sandwich that looks like a waffle, like my day was made. But then, I tasted it.
Oh, and these are so amazing. Good.
And I never would have thought of them for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
So to know that they do like that's.
And they also have
rotation.
They also, so they do make them as a box lunch. You can get them with chips and a drink as well.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so they also have, aside from the Happy Cristo, they also have an Italian.
Oh.
Which is, they have like pepperoni and salami. And
they're all done with like
they're all done with the panini press. And it comes with a side of Italian dressing to dip it in. And that one is also extremely good. And then I walked in today to pick these up, and new on their menu is a chicken salad sandwich that they will be starting next week.
Y'all need to stop at.
She didn't have one for me today, which was sad.
Oh my God.
But,
maybe. Yeah, for real. Like, that chicken salad is a weakness.
Yep.
So the Happy they also sent this lavender lemonade, which
this is so good.
I'm usually not that crazy about lemonade, right?
I'm usually not that crazy about lavender stuff. I took
a sip of this just a minute ago, but while you were talking, and almost made noises into the microphone and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Happy Waffle and
this would be an explicit episode.
That wasn't explicit. It was just food noises, buddy. Just food. Like
sure. Yeah. Food. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, if you didn't know, the Happy Waffle is known for their waffle pops.
They are.
So we also have a handful. I think we have like 6 different waffle pops
with Reese pieces on it and little minute. Oh.
Yeah, that's like their peanut butter power one. I think that's what it's called. I don't know the names for all of them.
You just wait till we post the pictures.
The one I have is called their campfire waffle pop. So it's basically a s'mores on a waffle pop.
Say less. S'more.
I'm going to eat it. It's delicious.
It's good. The peanut butter one is.
And then they have a brand new one that she gave me, which is their caramel Biscoff.
Oh yeah, I have some of that over here.
And that one's brand new, so she gave us that one to try today.
All right, let me grab this.
And it's sorry to all the people having to listen to us eat.
Oh my gosh.
We've done these episodes before because we want to highlight. We like to highlight our members. And we have a lot of restaurants. And
it's like a Biscoff cookie crumble with like caramel and I guess like a cream cheese icing. And then there's actually like a Biscoff cookies. Oh,
listen, Casey's in the other room messaging.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Casey, come here and get some food.
She's like, so everybody is just in awe of this spread in here.
That one's really good.
Oh my gosh.
That is really good. And
Jessica, that one's a hit.
it is. If you're listening,
Jessica A+.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put the wanted poster up for me because I'm going to be stealing it out of your store.
Put
So
5-star review on Google right now.
Yep. So if you guys are listening and you don't know where the Happy Waffle is,
Oh my God.
okay, I'm going to tell you because you need to go there. They used to have a food truck and they just opened a brick and mortar. I want to say about 4 months ago, we did their ribbon cutting. I can't remember the exact date, but they are located on Forest Road. So it's 17980 Forest Road. If you are familiar with where the Graves Mill Shopping Center is, where the Food Lion,
it's right
they're directly across the street. Right beside Kaya Health, actually.
Yeah, which you'll need after eating this. So, so good.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like First National Bank and Burger King right there. It's right across the street from that section of the supermarket. Like, fantastic.
And they're open. I know they're open Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday through Sunday. I'm not 100% on the Sunday, but I think it's Wednesday through. I know at least through Saturday. And they open at 10. They open at 10.
So the waffle place doesn't open for breakfast.
No, actually,
but they're not really breakfasty though. They're like sweet sandwiches.
They're more like a dessert in a way. I feel like they're just a great treat. And the fresh fruit one, the strawberry cheesecake one. I don't know if Casey got that one. She did.
I think she did.
She's gonna love that one.
Casey, we need you to come in.
Their strawberry cheesecake one is delicious. But they also do catering. So they'll cater like events, and they still take their food truck out some to events and things like that. So great business support.
And where did the cupcake come from?
Oh, the cupcake we have?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll move over then. The cupcake came from the Sweet Fox. So the Sweet Fox is a new business that just opened where Kiss Cupcakes was. They took over the Kiss Cupcakes in Forest. We did their ribbon cutting about a month ago. Maybe not even a month ago. And they do all kinds of sweet treats as well. So for those listening, we have a lot of sweet treats.
We do.
And so from them, I picked up, it is a strawberry shortcake cupcake.
Yes. And it's delicious.
And then there's also, and I love the oatmeal cream pie. If you want a good oatmeal cream pie, she's got a good oatmeal cream pie. They're so delicious.
So she could beat Little Debbie. That's doing something.
Oh,
this beats Little Debbie.
This 100% beats Little Debbie. No offense to Little Debbie, but
this dragged Little Debbie out back and beat her to a pulp.
Get out the kitchen, Little Debbie.
Took her down. That's really good.
It is so good. I love a good oatmeal cream pie. Shout out to Chestnut Hill Bakery because they also do a pretty decent one. But this one right here, it's a little bit different. The cream is different and it's creamier. I really love the one from the Sweet Fox.
It's really good.
And she also makes some really great macaroons. She didn't have any today when I went to grab some, but usually if you see her post that she's got macarons, you want to go get them because they sell out every day.
Who is it? I'm following on social media.
It's the Sweet Fox.
The Sweet Fox.
Yep.
Okay,
The Sweet Fox.
All right. So let's all open your phones, go to Instagram.
The Sweet Fox. Baking Studio.
Okay. And then the waffle place.
It's the Happy Waffle.
All right. So, okay. The Sweet Fox right here. Got it. I got the Sweet Fox Baking Studio. Follow. And then Happy Waffle. Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. I gave y'all ample time while listening.
And then the Sweet Fox, I also picked up this little container of I don't know if y'all grabbed these, but they're little crackers. They're like the oyster crackers, but they're salted like caramel cinnamon sugar ones. And they're dangerous because you can pick them up by the handful and eat them. And they are really good.
I am in awe of this food. This is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're really good. And the cool thing is, excuse me as I chomp in the mic. I feel like I'm just, The cool thing is we have sweet treats from like 4 different people.
Yeah.
Yet they all do something different and unique in their own way. Like, Happy Waffle's doing waffle pops. You go over to the Sweet Fox and you can get cupcakes and macarons and cookies. And she had like little teeny cake tray things that were really cool, but I didn't pick those.
Oh, I see.
And then
cupcakes, and they have a Biscoff one.
Yes, they did. And then we also have one of our newest members, Casey Delights.
What is that?
So she made cookies.
Oh,
for us.
Now I have to eat the cookies.
Yeah. So now we have cookies to eat. So she made snickerdoodle cookies, peanut butter cookies, and then these are like butter. Oh shoot, I'm going to say it wrong, but like butter cake.
That's what I just had.
Butter cake cookies with like the little icing drop in the middle. And I haven't tried that one yet. They're like her signature one, I think she said.
You know, it's just like a podcast. Like all these sweet places, they have their own unique identity.
They have their own flavor.
Their own flavor. You know?
But
yeah.
But yeah, so she does the cookies. She also does like the cake jars where you like the mason jars with like the different layered cake things in them.
Sweet Nanny's Treats did those for a little bit. And
yeah.
we did a one for like a birthday party, and I used my laser engraver and customized the lids.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So it said happy birthday, I don't remember who it was, but
well, she so I'm really excited. They just joined. We're going to be working with them and talking about different, we're looking at different avenues that we can use these members, you being able to use them for like
every
our Empower.
Show.
Yeah. Well, our show, but like use it every show.
Every episode.
Please bring the food to us every show because we want to eat.
That's a done deal to me.
As we just chomp into the microphone every show.
To arrange for your food items to be showcased on Talk Local to Me podcast, it is mike.norfield at visitingangels.com.
It's an easy process.
It's really not hard.
You just tell me when to pick it up and I'll pick it up.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how easy that is.
And we just come and get it and we eat it and we're happy. And then we make other people happy by telling them that they can come in and shop at your location and get your treats and your food. And, it's a win-win all the way around, everyone. Let's just,
And I have a confession about these cookies.
What?
So I don't like snickerdoodle. I don't like peanut butter.
I love
this is a really good snickerdoodle. Like,
yeah,
it's really good. It's not super snickerdoodle-ish. Like, it's just a good cookie that has
what is snickerdoodle-ish?
It's like, sometimes you get them and they're like completely covered with cinnamon.
I got you.
You can't hardly breathe.
Okay.
Like, I feel like I'm doing the cinnamon challenge. This is a very good cookie.
Yeah.
And I've eaten quite a few cookies in my life because I live with a baker. So,
I love snickerdoodle. So I'm not the biggest peanut butter fan, but I do like these.
Cookie.
It's not overwhelmingly peanut butter. Now this butter cake one though is the really thing right here. This is what I need to eat every day. This one right here.
And I don't like real crispy cookies either, and it's got a little bit of a crunch to it, but
and then it's soft, like it's crunchy right on that outer
just
piece,
enough to where it's got the texture. It's not falling apart in your hand, but man, it's good.
Yep, it really is, So yeah, and then we have one last sweet treat, and this is actually new. And actually, I think she might be my newest member because I just met her literally when I was in the Happy Waffle.
Oh.
And this is how connections are made, folks.
That's right.
Like, I walked into the Happy Waffle. I was talking to Jessica about the order, and I noticed that she had some decorative cookies. Well, I've been looking for someone to do decorative cookies for me for Empower.
Yeah.
And so she said, oh, we're now partnering with the Fields of Flowers, and flowers is spelled Flours, like flower.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
So,
let me see. All right.
Yep.
Fields
of Flowers. And she said, yeah, I just started partnering with Jennifer to do those cookies. And I was like, wow, I'd love to get her information because I want to talk to her about doing the cookies for Empower. Well, just so happened, Jennifer was in the back making cookies. So she came out and chatted with me, and we are going to work with her to make our cookies for our women's conference in May. So she sent me with 2 of her cookies for me to try because I haven't tried them yet.
I've eaten both.
Oh, have you? Okay,
I couldn't wait.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait because I want to find. So one is
Fantastic.
vanilla almond and one is lemon. So she wanted me to try them to see, like, did I like one more than the other? Or did I want to split my order? And she was saying that like some cookie decorators use royal icing for their cookies and she doesn't. She uses a different type of, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, Jennifer, what that type was. So she wanted me to try it and make sure it was something that I was going to like. So I'm going to let Mike talk for a second while I eat this cookie and decide whether or not I like lemon or vanilla almond.
And looking at the Fields of Flowers Instagram, because I don't ever go on Instagram, but Woody's like, I'm trying to keep up with him adding people here. It's a good cookie.
Oh my gosh.
They have like scrubs with like the stethoscope and like a nurse's hat and a heart with a heartbeat on it, things like that. Like, these are some very creative cookies and celebrating the big one.
Jennifer, we needed to chat again.
Yeah.
All right, which one though?
These are so good. And so I'm going to also say,
I think I like the almond just a hair better.
Oh no, I like the lemon. And that's saying something for me because I'm not a huge bit on the lemon, but they're so good, both of them. Okay, I'm going to need both. But I have had some decorative cookies in the past, I don't know, in the past 6 months, right? I wasn't a fan of a couple of them. And I was kind of like, eh. And when you're trying to find somebody to do the cookies, I want them to be good. Like I want people to take them home and like them.
And you want them to not just be pretty, but to taste good.
Jennifer, right? You're my new fave. We're gonna have you doing these decorative cookies and empower ladies. If there's no other reason to buy your ticket to Empower, you're gonna get a free cookie from Jennifer with Fields of Flowers, and this is gonna be so good. You're gonna love it. And she does do them with your logo, so she's gonna have our Empower logo on it.
Right, that's awesome. Yes, I've seen a couple examples of different logos she did. Like they look really good.
I don't know. I think the lemon. I don't know. Woody, did you try them?
No, unfortunately.
Well, now you need to come over here and grab one.
Do you have one? All right.
Oh yeah, I have them. Come over here.
All right, on the way.
Oh yeah, we didn't get the whole cookie.
He said I'm on my way. Yeah. No, here. Grab some cookie. I'm sorry for everyone who's not here that can't have the cookie. So this one is the almond, and this is the lemon. Just break a piece off.
Okay, so this is the almond.
Yep, that's the almond, and then here's the little piece of the lemon one. So now you have to try it, and you have to tell us which one you like the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. I think that's all our sweets we have today. As if that wasn't enough sweets to have.
And then the actual food.
In one day.
Real food.
And I will mention, because we mentioned where you could go to get Happy Waffle in the Sweet Box. But I do want to mention, so Casey Delights does have a Facebook page. Definitely check her out. You can message her. I know she's going to be popping up at some.
Casey with a K or with
it's K with it's KC. Like K.
Oh, like. Okay.
Yeah. KC Delights. And so you're going to want to, check that out. I know she's going to be doing some of the farmers markets and different vendor shows in this area. So you're going to want to, check it out. And then also with Fields of Flowers, you can, she does not have a storefront. She does have cookies at the Happy Waffle. So you can get them.
Oh my God. You can go there and get so much.
The Happy Waffle. And she actually has a cookie there called the Monster Cookie. It's a huge cookie. What? It's a monster cookie.
And what's in that?
Lots of things. I know, like chocolate chips, M&Ms, chocolate chunks, Reese cups. Like it's a lot of stuff in this monster cookie.
Okay.
And that cookie is only going to be, it's exclusive to the Happy Waffle. So
okay.
You only get it if you go to the Happy Waffle.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'm excited.
There you go, folks. There's your sweet treat update for today. But speaking of that, before we get into our savory, well, we kind of talked about one of the savories because we already talked about that.
We did the same. Well, the sandwich is a little sweet.
Happy Waffle. Yeah, it is. It is kind of
sweet and savory, like a great combination.
It's just good. Well, then we may as well just go ahead and
let's go into let's get bullish in the market.
So one of our most long-standing members, they've been since long before I was with the Retail Merchants Association, Bull Steakhouse.
Yeah.
So we went over there and picked up some of their quesadillas. And I have not ever had anything from Bull Steakhouse that I didn't like.
Right.
My hands down favorite, if you go and you're eating, it was a little too messy to have on this show, is their chicken supreme.
Yeah.
That is my favorite.
That's doesn't travel too well.
It doesn't. No.
5 minutes to.
Yeah. So I didn't bring that today. But if you're eating at Bull Steakhouse, chicken supreme.
It is
so good. But I did pick up their chicken quesadilla, and they have like a kind of a veggie option of the like mushrooms and cheese and bacon.
They are both good.
So I guess it's not really veggie, but because it's bacon. But anyway,
bacon's a vegetable. Totally.
Okay.
Right, Woody? 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could certify that.
But yeah, so we picked up we have their quesadillas. So I had to have something aside from all the sweets. We had to have some savory.
And I don't even like quesadillas, but it was really good.
Oh, I love me a quesadilla.
So, and I did, for the record, eat that first. So I ate lunch and then I had dessert. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Yeah. So, in Bull Steakhouse right there on Graves Mill. So most of where I was at today was kind of in that forest loop, picking up what, the businesses there had to offer. And this is one of the things, like, we would love to showcase more businesses, whether we hit up some in the lake area or the Alta Vista or Bedford, where we can pick them up and, ahead of time and bring them in and kind of talk about them on the show. it's a great opportunity because we're going to share this out and then people are going to be like, oh, that sounds delicious and we need to go eat there.
Right.
The biggest part is you're going to have some people that go, I didn't even know they existed.
I am shocked there is one item missing from here today that I thought for sure you would have.
Okay. Either Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
Hold on.
The Alto.
Oh, I wanted to have the Alto, but I didn't have time to go over to the mall and pick it up.
See,
because they didn't open until 11. So I didn't have time to get over there and get everything else.
Should have told me I could have gone by and gotten it.
I should have. Darn.
So,
well, we'll have to bring the Alto on another show.
Yeah. Nope. You missed your chance.
Because nope. Every show is about me. So
episode
we're gonna
300.
No, I'm not waiting 100 episodes. That. But I was over there the other day, and she's actually got some other new things in her case. In for Sweet Indulgence Bakery.
And that's at the mall, right?
That's at the mall.
The mall location.
Yeah, at the mall location only is where you can get the Alto.
Okay.
So, and it's delicious as well.
I have yet to get one of those. So
yeah, just saying. But yeah, so if you want to have us come out and try your goods on the air, we are always excited to do that. We're gonna cut to a quick commercial so we can stuff our faces for 5 seconds, and then we're gonna come back and just chat a little bit more about 200 years of Talk Local to Me.
200 years.
I mean, 200 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, God, if it's 200 years, I'm really old.
Sugar rush.
One thing protects it all, your roof. And when you've got a new one, you're set for decades. I'm Andrew Lee. Our company, Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors, is trusted by homeowners and businesses for all roofing and exterior projects. Shingles, metal, slate, gutters, windows, siding, decks, and more. Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors is your go-to for all protection and efficiency. Get your free no-hassle inspection today. Call or text 434-515-2868. Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors, protecting from the top down.
Thinking about upgrading your home? Hello, I'm Philip Pantana. Whether you want a modern kitchen, a stunning bathroom, a sturdy deck, or even a brand new addition, our company, Perimeter Remodeling and Restoration, can make it happen. From quick interior repairs to full-scale renovations, homeowners trust us for expert craftsmanship and excellent service, always delivered with the care you deserve. Schedule your free consultation now at perimeterva.com. Call or text 434-515-2868.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Omega Disaster Restoration, located in Campbell County, Virginia. Omega specializes in water, fire, and smoke damage restoration, as well as mold remediation. Their region includes Central and Southwest Virginia, which spans a vast service area from Blacksburg to Charlottesville and Stanton to Danville.
In addition to disaster restoration and full-service reconstruction and remodeling, Omega is proud to offer custom all-wood cabinets through their Hanover Woodworking Studio, custom countertops via their Top Solution Studio, and dumpster services through Old Dominion Dumpsters, all part of the Omega family of brands. A beautiful showroom is currently under construction at their Exchange Drive location and will be soon open to the public, showcasing their diverse offerings.
Customers can call 434-616-4659 for emergency assistance with water, fire, smoke damage, or mold remediation needs. Omega provides 24/7 emergency response, ensuring that help is always available. Locally owned and not a franchise, Omega is your first and last call in any emergency, restoring your home or business from beginning to end. For more information about Omega Disaster Restoration and their comprehensive services, please visit omegadisasterrestoration.com/VA/Lynchburg. Business up.
So welcome back 196 years from the future as we've been 200 years. So, but speaking of as time has gone by, my mother is texting me saying it's not fair to listen to you eat. I said, go to the Happy Waffle and get a sandwich.
Yeah,
so
you should.
Is he?
But talking about the changes from like the first episode on, we just experienced one of those changes that is fairly recent. It was where we've started getting sponsors, where people can sponsor the show and do it. And when we came up with that idea, we had a fantastic commercial with a great jingle read by a great host. Who was that for, Woody?
Oh my gosh, Visiting Angel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, Visiting Angels, we did that kind of as a test run to see, and it gentlemen, as America's Choice in Home Care.
Wait, all right, look, it's the music. Listen. There you go, Mike. Yeah.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice. Love that commercial. So we did that kind of as a start, and that ran for like what? I think it was like It was like 3 months that ran, right? And Woody was over here jamming to the jingle every time.
It's a great jingle. And like, I'm not hating on it. I love it.
You know, there's like a whole song for that has verses and everything.
I'm telling you, it's catchy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And
it's like yacht rock to me.
Yeah, it haunts my dreams.
Yeah.
So, you know, being able to not just have podcast guests on, but to help people have like a lasting impression from the podcast by being able to run their ad, because that not only runs during the live show, but it also goes back, and it's if you go back and listen to some of the past episodes, you'll hear those commercials again. If you want to hear a Visiting Angels commercial, go back. I think at the first of the year we had that, right? So,
we did.
You know, go back and listen to it, jam to the jingle, and jam to the jingle. That's my new catchphrase.
That's new.
Jam it to the jingle. So, but it's great to see how far the show has come to really like not just be an outlet for the guests, but to also for people to advertise and help us maintain the show to get to 200 episodes, because you know, Woody's great, but he doesn't do this for free. Like, it's his job, right? Yeah. So it does cost money for the Central Virginia Business Coalition to do this. And I love that the CVABC has made this investment into not just because they do a lot to invest back into their members, but also like through doing this for 200 episodes, having over 300 guests and hearing some pretty unique stories over the time. So we've had a few shows that, you know, at the end of it, we're like, we're not sure what just happened, but
we have some that
we've had some shows that like we just don't want them to end. We were like, we could make this a 3-hour show. In fact, we did that with Dr. Anderson the first time he came on. We were like, we need you to come back and do the whole hour.
Yeah,
and I think they did.
Yep, they did. And we've had like Perimeter. We've had them on for an hour.
Yeah,
but we've had shows that have made us cry.
My gosh,
had shows that have made us just again like laugh so hard we're crying for that reason as well. So it's just been, you know, we've had celebrities on, which has been really cool. Like I said, being able to talk, we've had Phil Vassar join us.
Dreama Davis.
We've had Jeremy Miller from Growing Pains, Claudia Wells from Back to the Future, Max Adler from Glee. Again, Charles Eston, because I'll just keep talking about him because I loved it.
You were kind of flustered that episode too.
I was flustered. If you go back and listen to the Phil Vassar one, I was even more flustered. I think with Phil Vassar because I just, you know, was so excited to have him on. So if you know any other celebrities that want to come on and talk with me, send them my way.
What was funny was those episodes, Heather, usually you're very like, you don't micromanage. You know, the show is like, you know, all right, here's our guest, post about this, blah, blah, blah.
I found out we were having food on the way here today.
Yeah.
See, that's how laid back.
That's how laid back it is.
Except for those 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I think she confirmed with me like 100 times. If the phone system was working, everything's working, they calling in. Is the number this? Is the number this? Did it change? Like,
I know.
It was funny.
I wanted to make sure. I mean, that's a big deal. Like to have them on, like when they messaged back and said that, they'd come on the show. It was crazy. Like I did try. I even tried to get when the Beach Boys came and played down here. They played in Roanoke. Yeah, I did try and get John Stamos to come on, but he
didn't work.
He denied. That's okay. I'll keep working on him. But I look for opportunities to bring awareness to the show and the guests that we have on it all the time, because little things like that. You know, whenever we had when we had Phil and we had Charles on, we had other guests too. We had just regular, you know, our local business owners on. So when you sit there and you go, oh, I have an episode and he's on it, most likely they're going to listen to those other guys too. They're going to hear more. And then, you know, it just kind of, and you know, our numbers have been growing, Woody, correct?
Especially
like we have more than one people. We have more than one person that listens to us.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
they shot up 2 years ago, right?
Yeah. 2 years ago. That's when it went through.
Skyrocketed.
Yeah, our live and post listens and everything. Everything's up. Everything is just such a... I'm so grateful for the community because really, because you've built most podcasts stop before 7 episodes. Then if you get yes, that's like if you make it to 7, okay, that's where most of them barely make it to. Then you got to make it to 25. Okay. Then you make it to 100. Right. And then you're at 200. So, not only is that, that's just a big accomplishment, but it's consistency and that you have this platform for businesses and that you've been doing it for years. It's not some roller coaster. You've been consistent. It's a huge accomplishment in its own.
To all my teachers who noted on my report cards
talks too much.
Heather talks too much and doesn't quit talking. My handwriting, nobody cares about whether that needed improvement now, ladies.
Right. There you go. Amen.
Right. And by the way,
the talking has got it.
By the way, I do walk around with a calculator in my pocket. Just saying.
Well, that's true. Everyone does.
So, because I was always told that, you won't have a calculator when you're walking around on the road. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And now I do.
So now I just talk away, and I mean, people can shut me off if they want to,
right?
But I can still talk.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I wanted to, just kind of highlight we've talked about some of our episodes that were our favorites, not really our guests, but some of our topics.
And some of my favorite episodes were ones where we didn't even have a guest. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like we had some really deep conversations and topics on relatable to business. I know one of my favorites was the one where I got to do the small business quiz with the two of you. And I got to interview you guys. I think that was really cool because it made you both think. And there were things that, y'all were surprised to hear about, and y'all were like, oh, I need to go back and kind of look at that in my business. And that was kind of the concept of it. Like, that was the whole reason behind doing the quiz and kind of trying to catch you guys off guard to see, like, what are y'all doing with your small business?
Right. So, in my favorite episode I talk about a lot is the one where we talked about goals.
Yep.
So let's talk about that for a second. So we talked about, you can't just say, Woody can't say, I want, 30 million streams across all my platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
How are you going to do that? You've got there's a 12 podcast up on the TV right now that just
11.
Show what they do.
I'm just kidding. There's 12, but I know one of them in
I got you.
podcasting.
Well, okay. So there's 12 that he has done at least in the past, right?
Oh, gosh, yes. Yeah.
So you've kind of diversified your content and things like that.
Yeah.
You do TikTok, you do Instagram, some Facebook, like all the things. So you've kind of gone across the whole thing. So you didn't just go, I want to have all this attention for my clients and get them business. You've gone out there and worked for it. So we talked about in that goal episode about you can't just set a goal and be like, all right, let's sit back and wait for it to happen. And honestly, for the first couple of years in business, that's what I did, was like, all right, I want to hit this much, in revenue or whatever. Cause we measure by hours a week, all that. And that episode where we were talking about that, it was like, you've really got to kind of set yourself up and go, all right, what steps am I doing to get to that? Mm-hmm. And at the time, was that the beginning of last year?
It was the beginning of last year.
So 2024. And like, that was a hard time for Visiting Angels. Like I was, just to be completely honest with you out there, struggling. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Right. So we had that episode and I was like, all right, it's time to focus on these goals and what do we need to do to achieve it? So lots of things have happened since then. Yeah. Right. So we had, I've done several things to kind of make things easier and make things more efficient in the office. We've had a few staff changes, things like that. I hired someone to help me do part of my job because I realized like I was getting burnout and could not do everything. Mm-hmm. That was hard for me to admit. That just happened in September of last year. Right. So it took 9 months for me to be like, I really need to do something about this. And I was doing some of our reports and looking at things. And there's a report that we get from Visiting Angels where it compares like all of this year to all the Visiting Angels across the United States. There's like 550 some, right?
Yeah.
So we are bigger in revenue than 52% of the Visiting Angels in the United States.
That's awesome.
So that is not even a goal that like I thought I want to be in like the top half, right? So being able to go from like, I'm struggling, is this even worth it, to being able to realize like we are growing a lot. We are doing the right thing. We are treating our clients well, treating our caregivers well. And it's also caused personal growth because we had an episode where Tiana, my director of business development, and I came on, and it was kind of last minute. I think both times that she's been on the show, it's been kind of last minute. We had either a guest cancel or something like that. It's like, come on, let's go do the podcast. She's like, the first time she was like, what? She had like an hour and a half notice. The second time, I think we had about 3-4 days notice because we knew we had a guest that couldn't make it. And so she came on and we started talking about why we do things and different things like that and about our culture. And that was an episode that there were a lot of tears.
Yes.
And from that, afterwards, I told Heather, I was like, I'd kind of like to speak about our culture at Lead On. Mm-hmm. And it kind of took off from there. And then we were the closing session for Lead On Summit. And it was once I convinced Tiana, like, hey, yeah, we're going to stand up in front of people and talk, which is not either one of it. Believe it or not, I can talk a lot. I don't like talking in front of people. But she was like, wait, we have to do what? We have to talk in front of people? I'm like, we do. And you can do it. And afterwards, you're going to tell me, I'm glad you gave me the opportunity. I'm glad I did it, but I don't ever want to do it again. And she surprised both of us after because she said, okay, so I'm glad you made me do it. I learned from it. I grew from it. And I wouldn't mind doing that again.
Yeah.
Because it was very natural. We set up the presentation kind of as a conversation.
Yep. That's what I tell a lot of our guests, that they get nervous when I say come on the podcast. Yeah. And I'm like, it is probably one of the most laid back things you will do all week.
All you have to do is talk across the table at us.
Yeah. I don't have a script. I really just fly by the seat of my pants. I cannot do that scripted stuff like Brian does with his podcast. He comes in with like every minute.
Like 4 pages.
Yeah. Good for you, Brian. Good for you. But not me. I can't do it.
Yeah. And it also, like, we're not trying to catch anybody and like, I gotcha. Like, you know, we want them to tell about their business. We want it to be a positive experience.
Yep.
And we really want to learn more about why they got into business and what they do. And, and sometimes we have guests on and it's like, I don't think they're ever going to stop talking, which is great. Right. And then sometimes we have people and they're like, I'm just going to make fun of myself. So let's say that, like, Mike from Visiting Angels, tell us what you do. Oh, we do in-home care.
Right.
And then dead air, you're like, all right, tell us more. Like, talk to us. So it's interesting to see. And a lot of people start out the very shy, you know, and not really sure what to say. And then by the time they leave, they're just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I got this. Like,
yeah.
And they give us a lot of information.
I think one of the things I loved about when we did the goals episode, and some of the members that listened to it, and if you are listening now and you didn't listen to it, go back and try and find that episode. Like I said, it was one of the first ones in January of 2024.
It was the very first one of 2024.
Yeah. I think a lot of small business owners start a small business because they have a passion.
Right.
Something they love, something they're passionate about, something they really want to do. And that's great. And we want you to be able to build that passion into a thriving business. But there's a lot of other working parts to it just besides you love it and you want to do it. There's so many pieces to that puzzle. And setting goals and having achievable goals and maybe having those that aren't so achievable, but you've got to work to them, but they're going to take a little longer than 2-3 months, you know, having those goals. And that's one of the things we really dived into. But that's one of the other things that I think the CVABC does. And we kind of talked about how we help with those kind of resources and services and being able to, like, I talk about the CVABC, yes, every episode. We talk about, oh, yes, you can go to cvabc.org and you can look up your stuff. But I try to make this podcast not necessarily all about the Central Virginia Business Coalition. It's more like about our members and businesses. Yeah, the reason you're here is because of what we're doing. But, you know, when you're talking about goals, you also need to make sure that what you're doing is achievable and putting in place resources to help you get there. Because it can't always just be, well, I love it. Because then a lot of times you're not going to necessarily make it if you're not, you know, doing those things and setting those goals.
Like I said a little earlier, like also realizing that, like, you're not a social media manager.
Right.
Reach out to Woody or one of the others that does that. Right. Yep. You're not a bookkeeper. So reach out to, you know, Samantha, who's been, I think she wins for most often reoccurring guest, you know, SNS services. And you've got like we use the Answer Network for our on-call service that happened just because I happened to stop. I was going to, like, my mother-in-law, something who lives right by the CVABC, not right by it. It's not next door in the shopping center, but you know what I mean. And Heather was like, hey, you're coming to the ribbon cutting today. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I will. And then started talking to Mandy and was like, oh, I can use this. And it saved me a lot from the national company that we were using. And also learning that there is more businesses out there that are local than you realize, because there's like we're a franchise. Right. So we have national commercials. We're a national brand, but we are locally owned and operated. And it all falls on my team's shoulders. Right. Same thing with, like, you know, Brewster's is a franchise, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, like all those that you think of as like national brands, like they could also be, you know, a local business that is just.
Yeah. They're owned by local families.
Right. And they're just taking advantage of, you know, they don't have to plan everything from scratch kind of thing. Right. So including, what's the bowls? The Nautical Bowl.
Yeah. And that was one I wanted to bring over here today too. Yeah. And I didn't have a chance to get over to them, but they are going to be helping do breakfast for Empower too.
So nice. 201.
What?
201, right? We're getting Nautical Bowls. 201 episode.
On episode 201.
Oh, episode 201. I can. Yeah. I'm sure he would.
Yeah. Let's do that.
They are one of the nicest couples.
They
are. My gosh, you've not been to Nautical Bowls.
And they're, I think, their son is the manager or something. Yeah. We went in there. We were talking to him, and like the whole family's nice.
Yep.
So it's fantastic.
Yep. Now, how do you pronounce? Are they acai bowls?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I need a name. They're going to before we have them in here, and I'm Akai.
No.
Well, I called him I called him Acacia, and my daughter was like, "No, that's not right."
And then she said slay.
Yeah, I just say all the words. So, but yeah, it's been such a blessing, especially for me because I've been here since the beginning.
Right.
It's been a blessing to talk to these wonderful business owners, and even the ones that were semi crazy, or the ones that we were like, "What?"
Why did you look at me when you said that?
Here, no. But it's been so much fun, and having a platform to be able to let you guys tell your stories,
right,
has been wonderful. And even the platform to let me tell the stories that we have about our business and members and events and all the things that we do at the CVABC. Woody, I appreciate the opportunity to be here as part of the Grove Street FM Media Squatch, whatever you're naming it this month, family. No, I'm just playing.
The name of the month.
The name of the month. But, and seeing like your growth has been really
and
great.
The things that Media Squatch does for the community too. So I said, I almost forgot. Oh. So I saw a post come up on social media yesterday and was like, "Why is Bigfoot riding a bicycle?" Right, and of course I'm friends with Woody, so like I knew Woody was involved, and so I looked at the post and I'm like, all right, so that didn't make any sense to me. And then I saw a post on, I think I'm living in Lynchburg or something, and it was somebody their son's bicycle got stolen and it was brand new. Yeah, tell us the story, Woody.
Oh yeah. There actually Jamie saw on Living in Lynchburg, a mom had posted that her son's bike had been stolen, and he had just
he had won it, right?
He won it from like a readathon or something. And he won it, and then he left on the sidewalk to go inside, and it got stolen. So then she posted about it, but then she took it down, and Jamie reached out and said, "Hey, listen, Media Squatch, we'd like, give you a bike. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Bigfoot can deliver it and all that stuff." And yeah, so we made a cool day out of it yesterday. Good kid, awesome kid, deserving. Took him a bike, helmet, and lock, and some goodie bags. He has some siblings. We took him some Benny books.
I saw Grover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was really cool. And then we went joyriding with Bigfoot in the Jeep, waving at everybody. So if you were getting honked at yesterday afternoon and Bigfoot was waving at you, consider yourself lucky. That's a huge, that's
a rare sighting.
That's a rare sighting.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I love the you in the Bigfoot costume is a rare sighting.
It's a rare sighting
because it kind of fits with the whole theme. So
it's elusive. He's elusive.
Do you think
guy.
Bigfoot could come to Coffee Talk?
He's elusive.
You think I'll pick you up.
I mean, I'll talk to him. I'll see what he's doing.
I mean,
we never know.
We're at Freedom we're at Freedom 44 this Friday.
Huh?
What a great opportunity for him to come.
When are you going back to the Happy Waffle?
Yeah, actually, her and I chatted about that.
I will take you to the Happy Waffle after coffee talk. How about that?
I'll see what Bigfoot's up to.
Right. Bigfoot might come and try and help with like sex trafficking. He can come support his. He
loves good calls.
Yeah,
that will get him out of the cave quicker than anything.
Yeah, it's a good cause.
Yep,
good cause.
That's a great cause.
But also I want to just highlight too. We've even done some on the air, like we've done live segments remotely.
Yeah. Sure.
Over the last 4 years. We've done our job fair. Mm-hmm. We've had at our community.
We did one from a coffee talk.
Yep, from a coffee talk.
From the that was the nonprofit fair.
Yep, the community giving fair. Yep. So we've actually done some remote broadcasting as well, and we've had Media Squatch come and do the Christmas parades, the live streaming of the parade this past year, which was really cool. Having them out there doing that too. So we're hopefully the next couple 200-300 episodes. That's how long you're going to be stuck with me, Woody.
Oh no.
We'll do it.
We'll be doing
it's a privilege.
all the fun things. So
I noticed she said that you'd be here, but she didn't say anything about me.
Oh, I'm sure Mike will be here.
So. She rotates co-host every
Mike has somehow been stuck with me since first grade.
Right.
Every 150 episodes. New
host. I tell everybody that we've known each other since first grade, and we probably got separated for talking to each other. So.
We probably did. We probably did.
I was a talkative child. Thankfully, I grew out of it.
Well, I do want to just mention,
thankfully,
we haven't really talked about our upcoming stuff. I'm going to throw it out there before Woody starts rolling the music on us.
All right, you tell me when to play the music. This is 200 episodes. You tell me when.
We're going to talk forever then. No, I'm just kidding.
We're the captain now.
That's right. We run this ship. But we do have our coffee talk this Friday. So we would love, for businesses to come out. And I know we talk about events. We're really talking about them because these are opportunities for you to come out. And what are y'all laughing at?
Because you said coffee talk and I just started looking at Whitney. I didn't say anything.
So it's
even
great.
Close to your house.
They're great opportunities for you as business members, business owners, employees of a business to come out and just network with other businesses and let them know. I'm telling you guys, our network of business members is so strong. The support that you get from them once they know who you are and have built relationships with you is better than any other type of media, in my opinion. It's just that word of mouth and the friendships and the relationships that you build. So come into Coffee Talk where you're there with, 30, 40, 50 people, handing out your business cards, getting to know them.
Not just handing out your business card, but getting to know them.
Yeah, the getting to know them part is the biggest piece. So this Friday, we are on Bedford Avenue, and was it? I just said it.
Freedom 424.
Yep, Freedom 424.
Let's see if we can get 200 people there to celebrate the 200th episode.
That's right.
Oh, that would be shoot. If we packed 200 people in there, we wouldn't be able to move.
Bedford Avenue would be packed.
Yeah.
They'd shut it down for a street festival like they did a few.
They should. But yeah, so come on out and do that. But then we also have two of our bigger events coming up. Next Tuesday, the 29th, we are hosting our CBABC Open Putt Tournament. This is our 5th year.
Yeah.
For this tournament. And again, a huge thank you to Putt Putt for shutting down for us and letting us, not really shutting down, but
just
letting
us
have the space. We would love to have you register to come out and play with us. You can sign up. It basically comes to about $20 a person. So team of 2, team of 4. It includes unlimited golf. It includes pizza and sodas for, everyone on your team so that you can come out and have a fun night. And your team so it runs from 3 to 8 p.m. So we do it that way specifically. So your team can be you and your kids. If you just want a fun night out with the kiddos, but you want to come out and support, local, it can be you and your staff. We've had some people that are doing it for team building activity. And it could be you and your friends, like whoever you want to come out and just play some putt-putt. The proceeds that we get from the event go back into a scholarship that goes to help support a high school senior going into the trades.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. This is a very important event for me. The scholarship is in my brother's name. So we hold this event just in memory of the Derek James Hamlet Memorial Scholarship. So we hold that in his memory. He was a machinist. So that's why it goes back to somebody going into the trades. So it's a big event. We like the support, and we are still accepting whole sponsors. So if anyone would like to be a whole sponsor, please let us know actually by tomorrow so we can get them made.
I was like, don't say today.
Yeah, no, not today. And then we also have our Empower seminar coming up May 16th. Ladies, you're definitely going to want to jump on board and be at this event. We have got 5 phenomenal speakers and lots of fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, like just little goodies and takeaways.
Yeah.
From the event we're doing. Our keynote speaker, I'm going to announce is, and her and love her, Kristen Breedlove.
Da, da, da.
Yeah. So our keynote So our keynote speaker is going to be Kristen Breedlove with Minnie's Travel Boutique, but she is going to be talking about the Princess Within, kind of like, and I really love the concept. She's going to be talking about the different princesses and, how they evolve. You've got Mulan, who was like a woman, but she became a warrior. Like, all these things that they kind of express. And it's going to be really fun listening, to her and go through all the different princesses and the things she's going to be talking about. Like, just I'm excited to have her. It should be really great. And then we're also going to be joined by, and I don't have all of their topic names quite yet, but we have Trish with Empower Counseling, Trish McCoy. She's going to be coming in and talking. We also have Stacy Rhodes. She's with Liberty University's School of Business. We have Katie Taylor. She's with Virginia Tech. She's going to be talking about doing your public narrative, basically like how are you presenting yourself. And then we also have, and I don't, wait, was that 5? No, Rachel with Wilcox Travel. So we're going to have her coming out, but she's going to be doing more. She also owns her own company. So we're going to be posting each one of these speakers, their bios, their topics starting next week. And you're really going to need to be there because it's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are still on sale right now. They're $99.
That's not bad.
Nope. And that includes breakfast, it includes lunch. It's going to include these cookies.
Right. The cookies are worth it.
Yeah, it's going to include the cookies. It's going to include some other cute. We've got Spreads by Shonda doing some charcuterie boxes for each woman. We're going to have tote bags that are going to have all kinds of fun stuff in them. So get your tickets now so that we can, get your lunch order and all that in. It's going to be great. You can go to cvabc.org to register for both events. What, two for you? 2 tickets?
Ask me the 2 questions.
Oh, you want me to ask you the 2 questions?
I want you to ask me the 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
I don't ever get asked the 2 questions. I always have to ask them.
I'm going to do that. So on every show, usually Mike asks our guests 2 questions.
Because Heather forgets.
Well, yeah. Well, also because I feel like it's better coming from you. But
right.
Anyway, so how long have you been a member of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
So we joined in December of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I think I became a delegate in January of 2020, and we became a sponsor in 2020 in January. So we just kind of went all in, and it's been a great experience.
So with that great experience, what would you say is the biggest benefit of being a member of the CVABC?
I'm going to give you an answer I don't think I've heard before.
Okay.
The opportunities.
Gotcha.
So the opportunity to be a host on the show,
mm-hmm.
and the opportunity to
eat cookies.
I serve on the board too. So to be able to help the organization grow, the opportunity to meet so many different people and be able to interview them all, not just on the podcast, but also meeting people at Coffee Talk and the putt-putt golf tournament
mm-hmm.
and all the things throughout the year. Just for the opportunity to kind of find my voice and be able to be more confident in a room full of people I don't know.
Very good. Very good.
Woody?
That's right.
I'm leading by example, Woody.
So
great. You're doing a great job.
So Woody, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions.
Oh my
God.
God.
What I ask every guest on our show.
Okay.
Number 1, how long have you been a member of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
I remember I literally joined before I moved into the studio here. I got the keys, went to the website and joined. So what was that, 4 years ago?
Yeah, because it wasn't too long after we started our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe a little over 4 years.
Yeah, a little over 4 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And what, aside from Coffee Talk, do you think is the biggest benefit to being a member?
Oh, several. I think one, that you provide a platform for other businesses in an affordable way to get their messaging out. I love that. I think my heart is for small businesses, and not a lot of them have huge marketing budgets. And the fact that they can join your organization, come in, broadcast it out is tremendous. And the networking, because several of our clients have come from coming in here, doing a podcast and calling and questioning and networking. So networking in your platform, 100%.
Very good.
100%.
Very good.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. It's been great. I've been able to give, I've been able to give referrals to Woody.
Yeah.
I've been able to give referrals to Mike. I'm able to give referrals to quite a lot of our members because I learned more about them from being here. And
you can really tell a lot about how an organization actually benefits their members by how often those members refer someone to the organization,
mm-hmm.
right? And word of mouth is you're not out there. You reach a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen you talk to a stranger in my life because everybody instantly as soon as you start talking to them.
Right.
So, but you can't, for the amount of members that we have come in, that can't all be you. For our members and our listeners to tell hey, I heard about the CVABC, I ought to check that out. That is really what keeps us growing and makes it able to where the CVABC can do things like this podcast, Coffee Talks, Empowerments, the golf tournament,
mm-hmm.
all the things, right? So it's all member driven, and I think that's awesome.
Well, if you've been listening in this long, we've run about 15 minutes over today, but that's
we
okay.
We started 10 minutes late.
So. Oh, we did start 10 minutes late. That's right, because we were unpacking all of our food here. We appreciate those that are listening to us every week. If this is your first time listening in, then please hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell so you get a notification when we're going live.
It's 5 stars.
And 5-star review would be great. If you're interested in being a sponsor of the podcast, like Mike has mentioned earlier, it's $100 for a month, and that's 4 weeks. You get your own commercial. You cannot beat that.
5 weeks on certain months.
Actually May is a 5-week month. So, $100. It's we let you come in. You can record your own commercial, or Mike and I can do, like you heard before, we do the host read commercials.
Yeah.
So, great opportunities there. And then if you want to find out more about the CVABC, our benefits, our events, or any of the members we've talked about today, you can go to
cvabc.org. Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, everyone, for 200 great episodes.
200.